Hello, boys and girls. It is now time for reading. So for reading today, we are going to do a few different things. First, we're going to be tapping out. I'm going to say some sounds. So we're not going to look at any words up here yet. I'm going to say sounds, and then we're going to tap out the sounds. And then we're also, and blend them together. Then we're also going to take some words apart. After that, we're going to read some words right here. We're going to trace some words, and I'll explain that a little more. And then we have something on the back, and then you have a worksheet to work on, okay? So we're going to go over all of that together. All right, so let's start off. I'm going to say some sounds, and we're going to tap out those sounds and blend them together. Okay, so listen carefully to the first group of sounds. All right. S, I, D. Let's tap it out. Ready? S, I, D. Side. Very good. Side. If you listen carefully, that has the long I sound. All right, let's try another one. I'm going to add a sound in the middle. So now the sounds are S, O, I, D. Let's tap it out. Ready? S, O, I, D. Slide, slide. Good. Now some of you might be able to just tap and pound. Some of you, it might be helpful to do the stretch. So whichever one is most helpful for you, make sure to do that one, okay? All right, let's do a couple more. Listen to these sounds. B, I, K. Let's tap it out. B, I, K. Bike, bike. Very good. All right, excellent. All right, let's do one more. D, I, V. All right, let's tap it out. D, I, V. Let's stretch it out. Drive, drive, drive. There you go. You've got it. Good job. Okay, now we're going to take a few words apart. So I'll say a word, we'll pound it, then we'll tap it out and find out how many sounds are in the word. All right, the word is ripe, ripe. Let's pound it. Ripe. I, P. Ripe. Good. How many sounds are in ripe? 3 sounds. Excellent. All right, let's do another one. How about the word kite? Let's pound it. Kite. K, I, T. Kite. Oh, how many sounds are in kite? 3 sounds. Very good. Very good. All right, let's do 2 more. All right, the next one is life. Ready? Let's pound it. Life. O, I, life. How many sounds? 3 sounds again. Very good. All right, one more. The word is smile. All right, smile. S, I, O. Smile. How many sounds? That one had 4 sounds. Very good. Excellent. All right. So, like I said, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to read these words. So we practice just listening to the sounds and being able to tap those out and being able to know what sounds come next. Now we're going to actually be able to look at the word and tap it out. All right. So we are going to put some dots to remind us of the sounds. And we are also going to need to be reminded about magic E and how magic E does what? What does magic E do? Well, if you said that magic E makes the vowel say its name, you were correct. Magic E is silent and it makes the vowel say its name. So remember, to have magic E, you have to have a vowel, like the letter I, a consonant, and then the letter E. And all 4 of these words have that. So all of these are magic E. All right, so I'm actually not going to put stars around magic E today because I want you, because when you're reading a book, there aren't usually stars around magic E. I want you to be able to recognize when it's magic E. So we're going to go without the stars for today, okay? All right, so let's start off. Oh, we've got musical wit, right? Makes the w, w sound. Here we go. So it goes w, I, t, white. White. Very good. So remember, WH makes 1 sound together. Then we got the long I and then the T. White. All right, let's try the next one together. We've got L, we've got I, K, E, and remember that's magic E. Here we go. Ready? Like. like, very good. So we have 3 sounds, just like that. Good. All right, so you're going to keep tapping out as we go through these, okay? All right, so the next one, we've got R-I-D, magic E. Here we go, ready? R-I-D, ride. Ride, very good. And there are 3 sounds in the word ride. All right, and then last one. Oh, right here, we got another H, brothers. Quiet Sean. All right, so SH says what? Shh. Here we go. So it's shh. Shine. Shine. Shine like a star in the sky. There we go. Perfect. All right. So those were some of the words that I wanted us to tap out and read. You will have more words to read in a little bit. Now, for this side, over here, we have our sight words. So remember, those are words we've been practicing every day. I want you to be able to recognize those words. Well, today, we've done chopping, we've done shearing. So today we're actually going to do some tracing. So I want you to find a surface that has some texture. Now, texture is when it's not like perfectly smooth, you can kind of feel bumps on it. So it could be something a little bit bumpy. It could just be something that feels different. I'm going to be using a towel. I have this towel folded up and I'm going to be tracing on it because this has a fun texture. It's not like perfectly smooth. It's not, but it doesn't hurt, it's not like pokey, so it won't hurt me or anything, but it has like a nice texture to it. When you trace words on a nice texture, it helps your mind remember those words. So either you can sit on the floor, trace on the rug, you could trace maybe on a table if that has a cool texture. You could get a towel like I have or some other type of object that will help you as you trace. So you may grab one of those. And then we're going to trace these. So you can either do it right now with me if you have something with you right now, or if you're like, I don't have anything with me right now, I can't move the computer anywhere, like, don't move the computer. But like, if you can't do it right now, you can always do this after the video, but I'm going to do it with you right now. Okay. So our first word is green. So you're going to have your textured surface and you're going to trace the word green. This is like what we do with our sandboxes, except we don't have our sandboxes. So we're using something else. Okay. Ready? G-R-E-E-N, green. Good. One more time. G-R-E-E-N, green. Very good. All right. Now let's do our next one. What's our next word? If you know it, say it. The next word is grow. All right. Here we go. Grow. Let's trace it. So you can use like a towel like I am, or you could use something else. Here. G-R-O-W, grow. Again, G-R-O-W, grow. Excellent. Very good. All right. Next up, what's our next word? Do you remember it? The word is pretty. Pretty. Let's trace pretty. Here we go. P-R-E-T-T-Y, pretty. Good. Again. P-R-E-T-T-Y, pretty. Excellent. All right, our next word is should. Oh, I should have had you try and guess it first, but that's okay. I'll do that for the next ones. Should. All right, let's trace should. Ready? Here we go. S-H-O-U-L-D, should. Again, S-H-O-U-L-D, should. All right, next up, what's this word? This is an extra long word. What is it? Together. That's probably our longest sight word that we've had so far this year. Let's trace together. Ready? T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R, together. Together. And one more time. T-O-G-E-T-H-E-R, together. Good. And then last one. What's our last one? Water, water. Let's trace it. W-A-T-E-R, water. Again, one more time. W-A-T-E-R, water. Very good, boys and girls. All right, excellent. So that's just a little review of our sight words, review of our long I. Now I want to turn this around quickly. I want to turn this around quickly and we'll look at the other side. All right, okay. So we have been talking today about, or this week, about plural words. So when there's more than one. So I have some words over here. A word that you would say when there's just one of them. And then we're going to have to write, well, what do you say when there's more than one? Okay, so what's our first word? Let's tap this out. Ready? B-I-K. Bike. Bike. Nice and easy. We know that. We tap that one out with our sounds. All right, so if there's one bike, we just say bike. What if there's more than one, though? What if there's, let's pick a number that's more than one. How about 2? 2's more than one. What if there are 2, what would we say instead of bike? Bikes, bikes. You have to add an S to the end of the word. So it'd be 2 bikes. Good. Don't forget to add that S. All right, next up, let's tap out this word. Ready? I-O, file. File. Okay, so that's like something that you would store or put away maybe in a folder. File. Okay, let's a number over 1, let's say 10. 10, that's a good number. So if there's more than 1, so if there's 10, what would we say instead of file? We would say files. Files. We would add an S to the end. We would add an S to the end of the word. So it'd be files, files. Good. All right, wave. So if you're at the beach, right? Raise your hand if you've been to the beach. I love going to the beach. It's a little cold for it now. But if you were at the beach and you see like a big wave, right? You see one big wave. But then later on, as the wind keeps moving and the water keeps moving, you see not one wave. How about you see 20? What would you say? What would the word be now? Waves. Add that S. Good. All right. Next up, let's tap out this word. Ready? M-I-O. Mile. Mile. Very good. Okay. So let's say you live 1 mile away from school. That's very close. But I actually live like 5 away. So we'll put a 5 here. And what would the word be? Instead of 5 mile, we would say 5 miles. Add that S, add that S. Good. And then last one, let's read this word. Oh, we got quiet Sean at the beginning here. And then we have an A instead of an I, just like we did with wave. Here we go. Ready? Shape. 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 Okay, so let's say you have your shape bin. All right, you pull out one shape, one triangle, but then you decide, I want to do more than use just this one triangle. So you pull out more than one shape. How about you pull out 100? What would the word be? It wouldn't be shape anymore. It'd be shapes. Add that S at the end. Shapes. Very good. So remember, whenever you have more than one of a noun, you've got to add that S to the end of the word. Okay? All right. So that was a little bit of our review for today. Now you are going to read this little story. It's called A Gift for Mom. There are some words that have the long I and the magic E, so make sure you're looking carefully when you're reading. This is formatted like a script, just like Tuesdays and Wednesdays stories were. So it says, you know, who says the line, and there's only really 2 people who say the different lines, or 3 people, but you go through and it just says who says the line. So you're just going to go through, you're going to read this. It's a nice little short story. Remember, if there's words that you don't know, remember to tap them out. After that, you're going to do this page. Now for this page, it says at the top, reread A Gift for Mom. That means read it again. So you're going to read it one time, then you're going to read it another time, and then you're going to be able to start working on this. So for number 1, it says write a sentence that tells what happens first in the story. Now remember, a sentence begins with a capital letter, ends with a period. It's a complete thought. It's not just like one word. Like you can't say, like, write a sentence that tells what happens first in the story. You can't just write sick. No. That might be what happens at the beginning of the story, but you can't just, you've got to write a complete sentence. You have to make it a complete thought. Make sure you have a noun in there and a verb, like an action word. Okay. Number 2 says, write a sentence that tells you what Kate wants to do. So you're going to meet Kate in the story, and you can read what Kate wants to do. Then number 3 says, write a sentence that tells what happens next. So after you say, you know, what Kate wants to do and what happens at the beginning of the story, then you're going to write what happens next. And then the last one is, how does Mom feel at the end of the story? Now this one, you might be tempted to just write one word. Like, how does Mom feel at the end of the story? Angry. All right. You'll have to read and find out how she feels. I'm not giving you answers. But you have to say how she feels, but instead of just saying one word, you have to say she feels, and then you write how she feels. Okay? So I know that you know how to write complete sentences. You just have to write 4 simple sentences. You guys can definitely do that, and make sure that they are complete sentences with capital letters, a punctuation at the end, a complete thought, or a whole idea. You can definitely do this, boys and girls, on your own as well. If you need to, you can always go back and I can read the questions to you again. But you can definitely do this. Read the story, answer the questions, then you're done. There's some stuff on this side. You don't have to do that stuff. We're just focusing on this side. All right. So boys and girls, that is your reading lesson. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Monday back in the classroom. That will be a lot of fun. And you guys have been doing such a great job. And remember, today's Fun Friday. So make sure that you also have some fun today. Do something fun. If you enjoy reading, read a book. If you enjoy dancing, do a dance. But have a lot of fun today because it is a good day. And have a great weekend. And I'll see you on Monday.